Good morning, super successful second graders. How are you today? Did you have a good weekend? I hope so. It rained a lot, didn't it? I think it's still raining now, but it's supposed to be a great day. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're bright-eyed and bushy-tailed and ready to go and ready for another day. It's Marvelous Monday. Okay, it's April 20th, 2020, 4/20/2020, right? And we are going to have another great math lesson today, okay? So, I want to go over our first in math players of the day. So on Friday, it was Landon. Way to go, Landon. First in math player of the day. On Saturday, it was McKinley. Good job, McKinley. Way to go. Awesome. And today it's Landon again. Today is Landon again. So Landon was Friday, Saturday was McKinley, and Sunday was Landon again. So we'll see who it is for today. So whenever I'm reporting, it's always it's always what you earned the previous day. So that's why I'm saying the previous day. Okay, so I think I already said this, but the AR people, AR does not report over the weekend. But on Friday it was Landon, Sky, Ross, Isaiah, Caitlin, Damari, Paisley, Tenoris, and Tyson. So keep up the great job, guys. You're doing awesome. We are not only team of the month in First in Math, but we're also team of the week. Awesome. And I was looking at the top 10 players of the school. 7 out of 10 of the top 10 players of the school are in our class. And I'll, report those to you tomorrow. Okay? So, today we are working on arrays. Okay? We're working on arrays. ARRAY. Okay? And our learning target is I can use addition to figure out how many objects are in an array. So you're probably saying, so what is an array? What is an array? I'm not really sure what an array is. An array is a set that shows equal groups in rows. Remember, rows go horizontal, and columns vertical. A set that shows equal groups in rows across, okay, and columns vertical. Say rows are horizontal, columns are vertical. Okay, so there are a lot of arrays in real life, and I brought some to show you, and I made some, and we're going to work on that. It's fun. And so here is an array. So I really should have cut this part off of here, but let's just act like this part is not here. We're just going to look at the egg part. Here is an egg carton. An egg carton is just like a real life array, okay? We're just looking at this part here where the eggs go, okay? So it is a set. Here's the set. And we used an egg carton when we used fractions, okay? That's why this is going to be so familiar to you. So when we see the set is the egg carton, right? And there are equal groups, okay? So if we look at the top, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the top, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bottom. So if we were to do an addition sentence to find out how many little individual sections we have, we could say what? 6 plus 6. We could say 6 plus 6. That would be what we're calling a repeated addition. So we're going to be doing lots of repeated addition sentences. Now watch, I'm going to turn it a different way. Now I'm turning it this way. And now we still have 6 plus 6 this way, but if we go by the rows, what do we have? 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2, right? So we've got 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay, so we've got 6 sets of 2. We could count by 2s. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. And we know that eggs, not all the time, but a lot of times come in dozens. And a dozen is what? 12. So it's 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 again. 6 twos, 6 twos. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That would be our repeated addition sentence. Okay, so let's look at this one. I guess I should have started out with this one because it's less. This is one of Miss Russell's muffin, bundt cake muffin tins. It's actually kind of heavy. It's made from this thick kind of steel Nordic ware. I don't know. But anyway, here we go. So if I turn it this way, we've got what? 3 plus 3. Okay, so this is like half a dozen. Half a dozen is 6, right? 3 plus 3, right? If I turn it this way, it's what? 2 plus 2 plus 2. 2, 2, 2, 4, 6. So our repeated addition sentence would either be 6 plus 6 or 2 plus 2 plus 2. All right? So let's look at some more. I made some, and you can make some as well. Okay? So here's one. Start with this one. This is sort of like the muffin tin I just did, right? Here's this one. I'm going to put it up here real quick. Okay? There we go. So, here we have what? 3. We could say 3 plus 3, right? We could say 3 plus 3 because we got 3 on the top and 3 on the bottom. Or we could say 2, here's a group, here's a group, and here's a group. We could say 2 plus 2 plus 2, right? So there's 3 sets of 2 or 2 sets of 3, okay? And they both equal what? The same thing, because 3 plus 3 and 2 plus 2 plus 2 both equal what? 6. Let's try another one. Okay, can you see that? Let's put this right here. Okay? Alrighty. So, we've got some squares, rectangles. Okay, so we've got what? Let's do the going this way first. We've got 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 4 2s. 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Okay? 2, 4, 6, 8. Now if we do top and bottom, we could say what? 4 plus 4. So it's repeated addition. Same number, okay? And in different amounts, okay? 4 plus 4 or 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Are these problems going to give us the same sum? Yes, they're going to give us the same sum, S-U-M, the same answer, same addition answer, S-U-M, sum, right? They're going to give us the same sum. Let's do a different one. Okay. All right, so, you see that? Okay, so let's look at this one. We have 3 plus 3 plus 3. So we could say 3, the addition sentence would be 3 plus 3 plus 3. Going across, right? 3 plus 3 plus 3. How about going down? It's the same thing, isn't it? 3 plus 3 plus 3. And what is it? 3 plus 3 is what? 6. And 6 plus 3 is what? 9. So the answer is 9. Okay? Let's do a few more. So these are arrays. These are sets that show equal groups in rows and columns. Rows and columns. Rows and columns, right? Okay, I'm going to put this one up here. I'm going to have to write the answer on the board because I don't think I have any room on there. Okay, so let's look at this one. We've got what? Let's go in rows first. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So this one would be 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. Or if we're going down, we could say what? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4, how many sets of 4 are there? 1 set of 4, 2 sets of 4, 3 sets of 4. So we could say 4 plus 4 plus 4. And they both equal 12. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 plus 3 is 12. 4 plus 4 is what? 8. And 8 plus 4 is what? 12. So both of those problems give us the same answer. We're going to do one more. Okay. You see that? Okay, so I just made these little swirly whirlies. Okay, so here we go. Let's do it going in the rows first. 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So how many sets of 3 is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. That is a repeated addition. Repeated addition, okay? So how about if we do the column section for the array? What would the problem be? I want you to figure it out. How many are there going down? 5. And how many sets of 5 are there? 1, 2, 3. So what would the repeated addition problem for the columns be? Columns. And you know what? I just noticed Miss Russell spelled columns wrong on here. C-O-L-U-M-N-S. I just realized that. Oops. Okay, so it will be what? 5 plus 5 plus 5, right? Okay, is that going to give, what does that equal? 5, 10, 15, right? That equals 15. What's 3 plus 3? 6. What's 6 plus 3? 9. What's 9 plus 3? 12. And what's 12 plus 3? 15. So both of these problems are going to give us the same thing. Okay, so when we look at these, we can also come up with a multiplication problem. And we're going to work on that tomorrow. Okay, so we're not going to worry about doing that part right now. Okay, so we are going to leave that up there. I'm going to read you a little book. It's called Full House. Full House. Okay, hope you can see. Hope you can see. Full House. All right, and it's an invitation to fractions, but we're going to use it for an activity. You're going to make it a little array city today. It's in your plans, and I'm going to show you how to do that. So I'm just going to read this because this book has sort of like an array. Do you see an array on the cover? Do you see an array on the cover in her house? Do you? Yes, you do. Look at her house. Is her house show a set that shows equal groups in rows and columns? Yes, you do. You see 2 plus 2 plus 2. We're talking about what? The windows. Okay? 2 plus 2 plus 2. What else could you say? 3 plus 3. So there's an array. Her house shows an array. Good job. Okay, so the number for this book, the AR number is 119341. 119341. Do I want you to take an AR test on this? Yes. Do we need to ask? No, we don't. 119341, okay? Here we go. 119341. That's the AR number. Full House, an invitation to fractions by Dale Ann Dodds and illustrated by Abby Carter, and it's Candlewick Press. Okay? Okay. The Strawberry Inn was run by Miss Bloom. Happy was she to fill every room, with 1 for herself and 5 for the guests. There were 6 rooms in all for a cozy night's rest. Knock, knock went the door, ding dong the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. I arrest, that be my wish, said Captain Duffy, who smelled just like fish. Woo! So see Captain Duffy, all tired and done, followed Miss Bloom to room number 1. Now one room of 6 had a guest for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. So she wants to fill up the inn. Why? Because she can make that money. She wants to make that money, right? So now 1/6 of the rooms is filled. Knock, knock went the door, ding dong the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. Charmed, I'm sure, said the Duchess Buffet. Smoochie and I are on holiday. So the Duchess Buffet in sapphires of blue followed Miss Bloom to room number 2. Now 2 rooms of 6 had guests for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. So 2 out of 6 of the rooms, there's that fraction of the rooms, are filled up, right? Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. Care for a hairbrush, a toothbrush, a comb, or maybe a vacuum, said salesman Jerome. Arms full of shoe polish, pots, pans, and tea, he followed Miss Bloom to room number 3. Now 3 rooms of 6 had guests for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. So 3/6 of the rooms are filled up. What did we say when the numerator is half of the denominator? It means that the fraction means what? Half. It is that 3/6 is another way of half. 3 is half of 6, so that means that this is a fraction. That means what? 1/2. When we break that fraction down, it means 1/2. Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. In town for my show, said trainer Pete Klein. From smallest to largest, his dogs stood in line. Then trainer Pete Klein and doggies galore danced down the hall to room number 4. Now 4 rooms of 6 had guests for the night. To fill up the inn would be pure delight. Knock, knock went the door. Ding dong, the bell rang. Welcome, welcome, Miss Bloom sang. My biggest race ever, said Johnny Z. Power. I hit 210 miles per hour. Carrying his trophy and pleased to arrive, he followed Miss Bloom to room number 5. 5 rooms of 6 had guests for the night, filling Miss Bloom with pure delight. She's making that money, right? She's filling up her room, getting her business done. All right. Then into the kitchen Miss Bloom went to make a scrumptious dinner for all to partake. There were chicken and peas, potatoes au gratin, but the very best part Miss Bloom had forgotten. A strawberry cake with whipped cream piled high still sat on the counter when the last dish was dry. Look, he's looking at it like, why didn't you give us any of that? Tired and happy, they all went to bed. Miss Bloom in room 6. It's a full house, she said. So she took the 6th room. The 6th room couldn't be rented out because that's her room. Then guests and Miss Bloom all called out good night, plumped up each pillow, and turned off each light. You think the story's over? What part did they kind of leave undone? That cake, right? What do you think is gonna happen? You think they're gonna look at that. What are they doing? But then in the dark came shuffles and wiggles, whispers and mumbles, scuffles and giggles. Shadows were tiptoeing down the long hall. But where were they going? Bathrobes and all. Where are they going? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them and a couple animals. Where are they going? I don't think Miss Bloom is in there. Slurp, yummity yum. Suddenly Miss Bloom sat up in bed. Something's not right at my inn, she said. She rushed to the kitchen and turned on the light. There she saw an astonishing sight. What do you think she saw? What did you think she saw? 5 out of 6, and the dogs and the cat stood covered in cake from toe to top hat. Well, said Miss Bloom, and tiddly-dee. Thank you for saving the last piece for me. So they each ate 1/6 of the pie and they left 1 piece for Miss Bloom. They were nice enough to do that. And that's the end. All right. So Miss Bloom had a house where she rented out the rooms. And just like the house that you see here has 6 windows, each of these windows represents one of the rooms that Miss Bloom had to rent out. So 1/6. She rented out 5 out of 6 of them, and the 6th one was for her, right? So this is sort of like a little apartment house. And so I'm going to take these off for a minute. Hold on. We will use these again. Okay, so I want you to make an array city. And so when you make that, you can just draw it on a piece of paper. It doesn't have to be fancy. If you want to cut it out, the one that I put on the lesson plans, I had cut out, or it was cut out and made little squares. So you could just make buildings, okay? Okay? And in the buildings, you can just draw arrays, okay? So here's one building, here's an array, here's a building. Try to do at least 3 buildings, okay? Here's a building, here's an array. Okay, so, and then I want you to tell me the repeated addition sentence. We're talking about what? The windows in the building. So this would be what? 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. Or you could say 4 plus 4. This would be what? 3 plus 3 plus 3. And it's the same way going columns or vertically, 3 plus 3. So I want you to write, once you made your buildings, and you could do it as simple or as fancy if you want to do it different colors, if you want to draw, add the roof, if you want to, add the grass at the bottom, whatever you want to do, okay? If you want to draw a little road at the bottom, and however you want to do it, okay? So, but you're going to draw at least 3 buildings, okay? And write the repeated addition sentence for me, okay? So we're talking about the windows. So this is sort of like buildings maybe in the city, or in the city, or you could, however, you could make them houses. And I want you to write the repeated addition sentence for that. Okay, so that is our lesson for today, and it was on arrays. Our learning target was I can use addition to figure out how many objects are in an array. And an array is a set that shows equal groups in rows, horizontal, and columns, vertical, okay? So you guys did a great job, and I want you to keep it up. Look for arrays in your house. See if you find some and take a picture of it. That's not in the lesson plans, but if you see one, take a picture of it and share it. I would love to see what you find. Okay, maybe you see some arrays in nature. Okay, but we'll be working on this all week, and I hope you're enjoying it. Keep it up. Keep up the great work. If you have any questions, let me know. Miss Russell loves you. I miss you. You do an awesome job, and you have a great day today, okay? Bye-bye. Bye-bye. See you later. I love your messages, and subscribe and like it. And I love your little messages that you send me. Thank you. I always try to respond. See you later. Bye-bye.